Welcome to Simply Liminal. My name is Stacy. This is my daily 2-card reading for Saturday, February 10th, 2024. We're sliding right into February. Things are going very fast. I always feel like February is really one of those kind of liminal months. It's just kind of like an in-between. We're like at the tail end of winter, but we're not yet to spring. We're just here kind of hanging out in the middle. The last couple weeks we worked with pretty intense energy in our decks. We worked with the Archangels 2 weeks ago, and we worked with Mermaid energy last week. And this week I wanted to look at a deck that's a little bit different. It's a smaller deck. It's a pocket deck. This is Divine Doors, and it's from Andre and Gracia. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I apologize. It's from Rockpool Publishing out of Australia. So this is a mind, body, spirit publishing organization. They have decks, they have books, they have online courses. It's a beautiful resource from our friends on the southern hemisphere. Even though I'm up here north side, they are down under giving us beautiful guidance. I'll continue to use this deck for my 2-card reading, looking at the energy that's coming at us during the day, and then the focus, which is our intention, our effort that we put into the day. I do believe that liminal spaces are mystical transition spaces where we're open to learning and receiving information or energy that comes either from our divine creator or our divine self, you know, our soul. Sometimes things that we have forgotten in our human life that our soul still knows. These are the messages that we can get through these decks. And oracle decks come in all shapes and sizes, literally. Some are huge with guidebooks that are like encyclopedias, and some are more like this, you know, just a very small deck that gives you a beautiful picture and a quick idea or concept. So this deck on the cover says, behind every door lies adventure, mystery, and inspiration. And on the inside of the box, it tells us, behind the door, all questions reside. Turn the handle and step inside. Intuitive guidance is your natural call. Lay out the cards or let them fall. Close your eyes and open your heart. The mystery is a form of art. Hold a question, dare to mind. Turn the page and see what you find. So everybody pulls cards differently. Some people will spread them out and let their hand, you know, they'll kind of, sorry, I've got my crystals here, but you know, they'll spread them out. I don't know if you can kind of see that, and be like, this is the card I want today. Some people, like the deck said, will just kind of let them fall out. I shuffle and pick. Everybody has a different technique. There's no right or wrong. Whatever you do is right for you. You know, I truly believe that. So I always work with a candle, which is lit and is over in the corner, not in frame, and crystals. And they're not always in frame because I work with some bigger decks, but this is a smaller deck, so I was able to bring my crystals into frame. And so I'm working with a Amazonite flame, Amazonite for communication and to help with voice. And then this is agate, just for strength. It's beautiful. I love stars. I love stars and I love flames. So this is perfect. And that is why I work with these specific crystals. I've added a couple every now and then, but these are the ones that I most normally work with. So let us look at the energy for today. All right. And then let us look at the focus for today. All right, we've got 2 different cards than we've seen before. So I will continue to read from these intuitively and see what they have to tell us. So let me kind of lift this up so you can maybe get a better view. Every day I'm working with my lighting and trying to make the camera focus and make it look, you know, viewable for you, hopefully. So beautiful series of arches here. And at the very, very back is a doorway, but these are all doorways, and every one of these is a liminal space, a separation, a step forward. So this card says passages, spiritual signs of inclination. You're walking through passages of your transformation. So that is a beautiful message. So I think this card is telling us that you are on the right path in your transformation. You know, watching these readings, finding these readings, finding readings like this, not just even mine, but other readings, or finding that you're noticing things that you didn't notice before, like the bird over in the tree, or a lot of people start to notice numbers, like the angel numbers, they'll call them, but the repetitive numbers like 1111, 1212, or 222, 333, 444, 555, etc. Those are the things that let you know that Spirit is talking to you and you're on the right path. And those messages are always there. We just need to be aware of them. I remember through work years ago, we took a class and it was talking about yellow cars. And this person told us, like, every day you see a yellow car. We're like, no, you know. He even asked, there was like 100 people in the room. Like, how many people have seen a yellow car? When was the last time you can think that you see a yellow car? I think maybe one person could name an old truck sitting in their, you know, dad's yard or something. Nobody could come up with that. But he said, start looking. He's like, every day you'll see a yellow car. They're there. And you know what? He was right. I see yellow cars every day. I say it out loud. It's kind of bizarre, I suppose. But it's just to let you know that the messages are there. We just need to open our eyes and pay attention. And not just our physical eyes, but our internal intuitive eye. So this is a beautiful card. This is what we have coming for us today. So let's look at our focus, which is the intention, effort, or response that we're going to put into that day. So this is very much more a nature-oriented card. We're still looking out a beautiful gateway or a doorway, but we're looking out onto a path, another one of those liminal spaces that I'm talking about, into a field with a beautiful tree behind it. And so it says, begin here. Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now here. Another pass this card on. That's the third day in a row that our focus card has been a pass this card on, because this is a message that I believe I meant to share with you and myself as well as part of the collective. And so I hope you're finding this lovely, but begin here. So I think this card is telling us you're on the right path. Pay attention to the intuitive signs around you and begin here. This is you're here. You're on the right path. You're doing just what you need, and everything is going to be fine. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope you've connected with it in some way. I would love to hear what you think of these cards. This is, like I said, just a beautiful small handheld deck called Divine Doors. I would love to hear what you're thinking about these readings. Please like, please subscribe, please share, please comment on the readings and tell me what you're feeling about these decks, or if you have decks that are a suggestion for me. I would love to hear that, because while I have multiple Oracle decks, I'm always interested in other decks that can teach me or help me learn or help me, you know, communicate with Spirit or spread messages. So thank you so much for your time. My name is Stacy. Thank you for visiting Simply Liminal with me.